crackling fire. There you have it.
A roaring fire, sir.
Indeed. I'd like to talk. Well, I'll ask you a question first, Mr. H. In your daily transactions with you and your wife, is it mostly credit cards or is it cash?
Cash, sir.
Cash, yeah.
That's where one was brought up, mate.
Yeah. This video is going to be a video kind of similar to one we did last year about the cashless society, which is gaining momentum now. I've noticed in supermarkets everyone is paying for stuff by card, and then you've got this Apple Pay where you can pay with your iPhone, and there's Android Pay.
Tap your card.
There's all tapping the cards, which you don't even have to tap your number in there. You tap your card, which is being exploited by Eastern European criminals who are getting the terminal that you tap your card on, putting them in the pockets, and walking around the tubes in London, and people who've got cards in the pocket. It automatically, it doesn't need authorising over under 29 quid.
Yeah.
You know.
While we're on that, did you hear about that fella that had a chip planted in his finger so he could actually do
well,
that?
that's what they eventually want. RFID chip in everybody. With all that chip will contain your information, everything, your passport, your medical history, everything about you will be contained in a chip, and the ultimate control measure. Also, if you become a dissident and speak out against the government, your chip will be turned off, or they can send a frequency to your chip to stop your heart. And it sounds like Logan's Run or Bucks Rogers, but if we stay in Europe, to kind of follow on from the last video slightly, a cashless society is inevitable. People should kind of boycott this kind of electronic pay as much. So some places you can't, like if you're buying off Amazon and all this shit, but
That's different.
really, but you should use cash as much as you can, really, because let's have a scenario, right? Inevitably there's going to be a bank crash. Now, interest rates are raising, the national debt now for this country runs into trillions, and it's just expanding and expanding. Eventually, because we have a fiat currency, it'll all just fall. You'll lose your money in the banks. Now imagine the scenario where you don't have physical cash, and all you have basically is numbers on a screen. Now somebody just turns the numbers off on the screen, you're fucked. You could have worked 60 years and amassed 100 grand or whatever, it'll be turned off. Your money supply will be turned off.
Yeah.
You speak out against the government, your finances are turned off. You've no physical control because it's electronic cash. What are you going to do? Or you're in debt, you go to Asda, you put your card in the machine buy a loaf and a pint of milk. Sorry, you owe Wonga £300, you owe British Gas, you can't have this. What do you do? You know, a cashless society. It's the ultimate control that they'll have over you, is controlling your money. They're in a position where you don't have any physical cash, and you have no resources. You're at the mercy of the fucking wolves, really, aren't you?
Scary, innit? Scary.
You know. Have you any thoughts on this, Mr. H?
Well, I know that they're on about scrapping fibre, aren't they? And so bringing a plastic.
Well, I don't know. This is a bit strange, isn't it? Why just a fiver? I mean, it's the most.
Well, they reckon it's the most used note. I mean, now there's no longer a pound note.
Yeah.
Showing our age there a bit, but no. Going back to what you said regarding the cashless society, it's.
Do you find it worrying?
Oh yeah, of course.
No, imagine all your money's just in it. His numbers on a screen, basically, and then the bank goes down, and what's happened? There'll be no insurance policy for you.
Oh no.
What they reckon you should do is buy gold.
Yeah.
Buy gold and stash it, so if it does kick off, like everything goes down and there's pandemonium, you'll have some resource to buy. Or basically, I think you'll have two societies eventually. When it all kicks off and if the new world order gets in, and there'll be one half of society ruled by the jackboot, then you'll have savages, people living like savages and outlaws.
Yeah,
under fucking sewer systems or in the wilds. You will have, because a lot of people are not going to be a lot of people will queue up to get chipped, because especially these daft kids now, you think it looks cool. They'll market it to people in a way that, wow, you've got a chip. This is amazing. Look what you can do with your chip. But really, it's same as the cashless society now. And PayPal has this advert: new money, old money is gone. You know, showing pictures of cash, and then new money's great, and there's all young people with fucking sunglasses on enjoying new money. But really, you just the fucking digging a grave for themselves, really, because you can't beat called that cash is always king. Yeah. When you've got a pocket full of money, you can do anything. when you have no physical cash, you'll be fucked. So you need to think on before you start signing up to Apple Pay and Android Pay and all this electronic shit, really, because at the end of the day, you're fucking yourselves up, really, because when the crash comes, you're going to be left with nothing.
Bitcoin fucking society.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, I think Bitcoin isn't bad in the sense that the government can't get that money. You have a password, and your money is protected. So I believe. I can't quote me on Bitcoin.
Well, I don't know.
I don't. If anybody knows about Bitcoin out there, you know, please feel free to comment on this video, as well as the usual comments that the camera handles are fucked and they were shit. You know. But the cashless society. Have you any final thoughts on that, Mr. H?
No, mate. I think you've covered it. It's just a scary fucking proposition, mate. It really is.
Cash is always king, kids, and stick with cash, and vote Leave again.